Hello, Jessica here. Welcome back to GP Nail Art. So today I am going to be applying builder gel and repairing my broken nail. So first thing that I like to do is just a little bit of shaping. I'm going to speed this up a bit because I'm just doing some basic filing and shaping of the sidewalls and the free edge before I apply anything. And I like doing this, you can see I'm using a glass nail file. I find because I am doing this on my natural nails, I don't have anything on my nails right now, that it's a little bit more gentle. My nails, they're not super thin or anything, but they are very flexible, and they tend to, like, if they bend at all, they end up getting like little cracks or tears on the side walls, and then they'll end up breaking. So using the glass file is just a little bit more gentle on my nail, so I like using that better. When I've applied product afterwards, I'll use like a regular file. I don't use the glass file when I have dip powder application or the builder gel on it. So you'll see that later because I'll use a different file a little bit later. So for the repair, I am going to use one of these, I guess it's a paper form. I got these from iGel Beauty when they had their 60% off sale, so I got a really good deal on them, and those will probably last me forever. And it's got a little perforation in the center there, which I am trying to open up so that I can fit the form to my finger. So I'm just trying to place that edge underneath my natural nail, under the free edge of my nail, and just trying to make sure that that black line that's down the center of the form is kind of also centered with my nail. And then it's just a matter of kind of fitting it together. We don't want to like squeeze the tip of it too close together, just so you have like a surface for to apply the builder gel to. And actually, also before applying the form, because I actually do go in with my glass cuticle pusher as well in just a moment, and I should have done all of that before applying the form, but I kind of forgot that I wanted to kind of do some cuticle prep as well. So it's a little bit backwards. This is kind of like the first time I'm using the builder gel to create kind of a fake tip on my nail. So little learning curve with this one. So this is my glass cuticle pusher, so it's got a pointy end and then a slanted end, so you can just kind of push your cuticles back. And I like the glass cuticle pusher as well because it really kind of scrapes away all of that dead cuticle or skin that's on your nail by the cuticles, without really being too damaging to your nail plate. So I'm going to start with the nail prep. So I have the nail prep and bond from Mia Secret. I got those on Amazon. So this is kind of just a dehydrator. So it's going to really get any of like those natural oils that are on your hands or nails kind of off, so that the builder gel stays in place and you don't get too much lifting. And I found I really haven't, in the time that I've been using the builder gel, I really haven't had a whole lot of issues with lifting using the prep and the bond. And actually, here's the bond as well. After I apply the bond, I'm gonna put up a screenshot of the steps that I follow for applying the builder gel. And this was something that I actually got off of the iGel Beauty Facebook community page. So I just kind of follow their steps for applying their builder gel, because the builder gel that I got is from them. And I would probably use it for any kind of builder gel, but I'll pop that up on the screen in just a moment. Okay, so here are the steps that I typically follow prep nails. I apply primer first and then bonder. The bonder is a sticky layer. And also I don't do a gel base coat first. I just go right into the builder gel. So I do a couple things a little bit different, but I think it's just a matter of finding what kind of works for you best. Okay, so I'm going to work on the nail that I am repairing or kind of building a fake tip for first, because that paper form is just kind of driving me nuts. So one thing you can see, that the builder gel is quite thick. And one tip that I learned from another channel, from Fraggalicious Nails by Jess, if you find that it's too thick to work with, in one of her videos, she actually put her bottle of builder gel in a little bowl of hot water to kind of help it thin out a little bit. So that's a good tip. If it's kind of too thick for you to work with, you can heat it up a little bit, and that kind of will help loosen it and thin it up a little bit. So I applied it to my nail bed first, and then I'm just kind of going over the area on the nail form or paper form where I kind of want to build in that tip, and just kind of dabbing it in place. I'm not really trying to be very specific as far as having like clean lines or edges, and I want to go just a tad or hair longer than what I want my actual nail length to be, so that I have some room to kind of file down as well. Because if I tried to make it the same length as the other nails, I wouldn't really have any room to file. It would end up being shorter, so I don't want that. But I'm just kind of trying to make sure that it's thick enough so that it's a strong enough tip on its own after I cure it and remove that paper form. So I'm not really focusing on too much of the shape at this point, because I can always file it down if need be. And I'm holding my hand upside down, so that way, because gel has a tendency to move before it's cured, it'll kind of help build that apex or curve in the center of your nail as well. So I'll do that throughout the video as well. And I do cure that for 60 seconds, although I don't show all of that. And I'm just going to gently remove the paper form, because I also don't want to I don't want that tip to kind of break off with the paper that it's kind of stuck to. So I'm just kind of gingerly removing that. And you can see that that looks wonky as heck, right? But we will file that and shape it, and you'll see at the end it turns out pretty good, if I do say so myself. Okay, so generally when I'm doing application or even a fill-in with the builder gel, I will do all 4 of my fingers at the same time, and I kind of gently push that a little bit back towards my cuticle. I don't want to flood by the cuticle, but I just want to have like that nice like apex curve to the nail, or have enough gel that I can kind of form that apex. But I'm just going to apply to all 4 of the nails. So I am going to put another layer on the tip that I just formed as well, just to kind of have another layer to hold everything together. And then I'll cure all of this. Okay, so at this point on the 3 nails, I'm not going to add another layer to the fake tip nail, but the other 3 nails at this point I am going to do another layer because it's a little bit thinner than I would like at this point. And that again is personal preference. If you feel that it's thick enough with the 1 layer, you don't have to do a second layer. I like it a little bit on the thicker side just because I am not always going right into a dip powder application. I will sometimes let them just be bare with the builder gel until I do another mani. So this just kind of helps me keep them from breaking, or give me a little bit of protection in between dip powder manis. So I do the thumb separate and last because when you're holding your hand straight out and doing the other 4 fingers, your thumb is going to be tilted or slanted. So if you were to apply builder gel to that first, that's all going to kind of move and leak off the side of your thumb or flood your sidewall. So I do like to do the thumb last and separate, and I'll also cure that in my little mini UV egg lamp so that I don't have to kind of have it at a diagonal or at a tilt, so that builder gel stays in place. Okay, and then builder gel is typically going to have a sticky or a tacky layer still after you're done curing it. It's called, I believe, an inhibition layer. So you can wipe that off with a little bit of alcohol and they won't be sticky any longer. So I do like to do that before I go in and file anything. Okay, and then for the builder gel as well, and I'm speeding this up because I'm using my hand file, so I do like to go in and kind of reshape or shape up all of the side walls and the free edges just to make sure, because sometimes the builder gel will get a little bit on the side walls or off on the free edge. So just reshaping everything, making sure that it's the shape that I want them to be, and doing a little bit of work on that fake tip that I created as well. But I do like to use this hand file. I find if I use that kind of this file on my natural nail, it kind of is a little bit too rough. So that's why I like to use the glass file, as I said in the beginning. But once I have product on, I find that this is a little bit faster. And also I found from doing the builder gel application in the past and kind of, figuring it out for myself, I do like to use the hand file rather than an e-file. I find that with the e-file, I end up kind of removing a little bit too much of the builder gel, especially around my cuticle line. So ultimately what I want is a nice natural shape to my nail. I don't want a whole lot of buildup around the cuticle line, especially if you're going to go in with dip powder after. You don't want them to end up looking too bulky. But I found that I end up kind of removing everything that I just applied if I use my e-file. So it's a little bit, I don't know, it's just, I don't remove quite as much with the hand file around the cuticle line as I do with the e-file. So again, personal preference, but I just like to kind of go over the surface of the nail, and especially around the cuticle, to kind of make that nice natural curved shape to the nail with that kind of natural looking apex. Okay, so I did clean up all of that filing dust with some alcohol. I did that off of camera, but that fake tip looks pretty good with the other nails. I don't know that you would necessarily notice which one is the fake tip. And also the cuticle oil, I'm just doing this step because I'm not going right into a dip powder mani. If I was going to be doing dip powder immediately after the builder gel application, I would not do cuticle oil. So just keep that in mind as well. I just want to re-nourish my nails, but I won't be doing another mani right away. So wanted to, soften and nourish everything up. But let me know what you think and your experiences with the builder gel as well. Please like and subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, bye for now.